Olá, meu nome é Zoel. Muito obrigada por estar aqui comigo hoje. Not sure if I want to bring that back, but we're trying it out. Nice to see you guys on my channel again. I haven't done like a video like this in a while. I feel like the background is so white. Weird. We are sitting on my bed today. I'm not feeling so hot, so we're just gonna chill. We're gonna take it easy, and I'm also gonna make this video quick. So today we're talking about acne. I've had acne since I was 13 and nothing really cleared it except for when I went on Curology. Now the thing about Curology is it's just inconvenient. I was living in Colombia, having it shipped from California, and it was getting expensive, and that was the moment for me when I was like, okay, look, I could use this magic pill kind of product, or I could just learn how to actually take care of my skin, because I don't want to be reliant on this product, and if I don't have access to it, my skin goes crazy, and then what am I gonna do? I'm gonna be butt out. So I was like, let me actually learn how to take care of my skin. It was a whole process. I'm gonna break this down into two parts: healing from the inside and healing from the outside. We'll start with healing on the inside because I feel like it's easy to just name off a whole bunch of random products that honestly I don't even know if they're gonna help you, but I know working from the inside first is always helpful. Things that you do for the inside not only heal your skin, but they also heal and strengthen a lot of other parts of your body. And so to be super honest, the thing that healed my acne was balancing my hormones and getting my digestion in check. I had an eating disorder, and it started when I was pretty young, when I was a teenager. And so I didn't realize I was knocking so many things off balance internally. So by the time I moved to Colombia and I really started to try and heal my eating disorder, there was a lot of side effects that I wasn't expecting and definitely freaked me out. Not only weight gain and just like kind of seesawing, but also my skin, my hair, my nails, my immune system getting sick more often, things like that. First thing that really made a difference beginning this journey of not just trying to heal my skin but trying to heal my body was getting my sleep in check. So the human body has, I think, 4 or 5 essentials, which is going to the bathroom, sleeping, eating, and one other thing. So for me, sleeping was so out of whack. I would stay up until the sunrise, not because I wanted to, but just because I had a hard time going to bed. It took a long time for me to actually solve that issue. What really helped me finally get my sleep in check was a nighttime routine. So basically the human body has like peaks and spikes of energy. So I started eating breakfast in the morning, drinking more water, and also working out in the morning and trying not to be too active at night. Now this helped to rebalance my energy levels to a more natural state. So my peak energy would be earlier in the day, not right before I'm trying to go to sleep. That way, by the time night came around, I could actually be tired. I was actually falling asleep. It actually worked so well that I would accidentally fall asleep while I was doing other things. I can't tell you how many times I've fallen asleep with the light on, with my clothes on, with like my toothbrush in my hand, which if you told me that that was going to happen to me when I was like 17, I literally would have laughed in your face because of how bad my insomnia was. So sleep, so important. Sleep is one of your body's best defenses against aging, sickness. It heals the body from the inside. Like that is just when your body is repairing. So being able to sleep is so essential. A fly just came in here and I literally... Okay. Oh, bruh. There was a mosquito on me. You hope. So the next thing is stress. Now, stress is really hard to control, and that honestly could be a whole other video on its own. But the biggest thing about stress for me is having healthy coping. I watched this video that Kiana recently sent me, and I'm gonna link it down below. But basically, the video was about how it's not really that social media is ruining your life. It's that it is your body letting you know every time you pick up your phone, every time that you are scrolling through social media when you're not supposed to be, it's your body letting you know that you're stressed about something. But it's just so easy to go to social media or to, I don't know, eating an unhealthy snack because it's negative coping. So what you want to do is when your body is letting you know that you're stressed, try and figure out healthier ways to cope with the things that are stressing you out. Whether that's like, I have this thing to do and like doing it is really stressing me out. Have a good cry, read a book, drink some water, make yourself a tea, get comfortable, and then do that thing. As much as you don't want to, like actually getting it, at least for me, actually getting it off my plate is gonna relieve me of so much like stress and frustration rather than just letting it sit and be something that's like weighing on me. Or if there's something that like I cannot control, I can't change, if I just talk about it out loud, talk to somebody who maybe understands what I'm going through, that's actually gonna help solve so much more stress than if I just bottle it up and scroll on social media and keep it to myself because I'm frustrated. I also know for me, like when I'm stressed, I would like touch my face, or I would start body checking. Like there are just things like that if I can get out of those habits, if I can actually learn how to face the stress head on, it is so much more helpful than me just struggling with it. And stress ages you, like it wears on your body because it's a lot of energy like pent up. I don't know if this is gonna get spiritual, but when it comes to stress, like, or any emotions that you're going through, you want energy to be able to pass through you. Imagine like you're a vessel and there's water like coming through at the top, and it should be able to pass through clearly. And if it can't pass through, it's not a reason to get upset. It's just a moment to reflect and be like, okay, what's like on my heart right now? What's bothering me? Let it flow, babe. Let it flow. Okay, so next I have some notes here. We're gonna get into diet. For me, this has been a super sensitive topic. It could get triggering pretty quickly for me in the past. So if talking about diet is something that you don't want to touch on, I'm gonna put a timestamp here, and there'll also be chapters in this video so you can skip right over it if you want to. Little page ASMR. I wrote down some reminders for myself for when I'm feeling out of balance or kind of lost with my eating. I would have like cycles of not really struggling with food, and then something would throw me off and I'd be lost. I'd be like, what do I eat? What do I do? Like, I don't know what to do. And I've had conversations with Kiana about this, bringing her up, because give her credit, it's not like I came up with all this stuff of myself. Having other people like weigh in and be able to bounce off them has been such an incredible help. And just letting her into my eating world, especially being so scared of being judged and having an eating disorder, letting somebody actually in has been one of the most helpful things, because it just took away so much stigma, so much fear, and made these things that had felt so big and just mountainous in my life a lot easier to deal with. She has been such a huge part of my healing journey. Anyway, I've wrote down a list of things that has really helped me, or whenever I have that what do I do kind of moment, this is like a clear list of things that has really helped me. So hot water with meals. So in the morning I'll have my breakfast, and then I'll have coffee after. Now if you're not a coffee drinker, don't drink coffee. If you are a coffee drinker, this is great news for you, as long as you like hot coffee. Having something hot, at least in my belly, has really helped my digestion. It helps me go to the bathroom. It helps whatever I ate digest better. I think that also is part of like Ayurvedic eating. It's basically like you don't have anything too cold because our bodies are warm. For me, that is really helpful, because I have never really liked cold drinks. This is gonna sound so weird, but when I was little, like a little, I would put water in my ice cream so it wasn't so cold. And I liked it. I didn't think it was weird. I didn't know. I've just never been a fan of super cold foods. So yeah, if like have a coffee, have a hot matcha, have a tea, or literally just like hot water and lemon with a little bit of salt, anything warm that will help your digestion. So at night, even if it's pizza, I'll have like a little tea with it, or in the middle of the afternoon, if I'm like out and I can't have some sort of hot drink, I'll just have water, just something to help boost my digestion. There was this scientist, and she was talking about how important it is to have vegetables before your meal. She talked about like the importance of having starters, or like it could be like a salad starter or something just before you eat the rest of your meal. And it's just because the fiber in vegetables helps to coat your intestinal lining, so whatever you eat after that doesn't just go straight into the bloodstream. It just helps like slow down your digestion a little bit more, so that it's not such like a spike to your body. I don't like make salad starters every meal. You don't have to do all that. But what I do is I'll eat my veggies first on my plate, and then I'll eat the other things. Best order to eat your food is veggies, protein, and then the carb. Bruh. The mosquitoes in here are driving me nuts. I'll definitely link that video below, actually, because she explains it better than I did. But eat your veggies first, basically. And eat veggies with like as many meals as you can. Even if I'm about to have pizza or I want a cookie, I'll try and eat my food first, and then have like the sweet thing or the dessert after. I had a lot of indigestion and bloating, like painful bloating. And so this, I really feel like helped balance the acids in my stomach. And the way that this all translates to skin, it was rebalancing my hormones. My body wasn't just like wee woo all the time. It actually was like normalizing, and it had a rhythm, it had a routine, which is important for your body. It needs routine. And once my body had more routine, it really helps me because I have had high estrogen, and estrogen causes acne. Don't rely on sugar to keep you full. Now, this is part of the having a routine in your diet, but if you use sugar as a way to keep yourself full, your body is like feeding off the high and also like whatever stored energy it could get from your body. One, it's not so great because it can cause weight gain, which is not a judgment. The thing is, like, there's healthy and not so healthy weight gain, and with unhealthy weight gain, the reason why it's not super great is because it's pulling nutrients that's already in your body. So you're like depleting your body. And as you're depleting your body, like there are different hormones that are going to be out of whack. So for me, it was the estrogen. When I had a little bit more weight on me in Colombia, I felt horrible. One, because I was unintentionally gaining weight and gaining it pretty quickly, but also because I was in a lot of pain. So anytime I ate, it was uncomfortable. My skin was breaking out pretty bad. My nails were breaking. My knees were hurting. And I was getting more sick than I ever had in my life. And also, when you gain weight and it's not like healthy weight, like muscle and stuff, it secretes more estrogen. So it was just exacerbating the problem, and on top of it, it made my period way more painful. Your period is actually not supposed to be painful, and if it is, it's a sign that your hormones are out of balance. When I was at that point, the thing that really helped me the most was eating salads. I know that sounds so dramatic and just like peak of diet culture, but having like high concentrations of mixed vegetables all the time really helped pull the estrogen from your body. This is science, so I could get it wrong, but I'm pretty sure that like fiber really helps with balancing estrogen. The reason my body was responding so well to the salads is because it was pulling all the excess estrogen from my body. And so I was able to shed some weight, helping to regulate my system. I was allowing myself to eat like unlimited amounts of salad. I was able to like start developing hunger cues. Eating regular meals and then eating the sugar is gonna help not to throw your hunger cues off balance, but you'll still be able to enjoy the things that you want to eat. I watched a video recently, and I'm gonna put the like little timetable on screen, but there's a list of like inflammatory foods that could be causing painful periods or acne, hormone imbalances. Not cutting them completely out of my diet, but really limiting how much I was eating those things on a daily basis made a huge difference. It's just being aware that this may cause this, or if my stomach is hurting, if I'm breaking out, it could be because I'm eating these peanuts all the time, and I'm just gonna take a break so my skin can heal. A few other things that are really important for digestion is movement, recovery. These are really important for me because when I was not working out, my digestion wasn't the same. So if I didn't work out in the day, if I didn't do some sort of movement, I could feel how the food was taking longer to digest in my stomach. I need to do something when I wake up, at like the very least some sort of yoga. Before I go to bed, I need to also do some sort of movement like walking, but just something to help get everything moving in my digestion, because I literally like won't be able to go to the bathroom. Learn how to read your poops. For me, learning how to read my poops really gave me a lot of insight. Also, I look up everything. Basically just by like reading, asking questions. It made a huge difference in being able to figure out why, like, okay, this is happening, so I need to do this in order to fix that. Just knowing the cause and not just like, oh, my body's out of whack because of this effect. Learning the reasons why my body was like trying to communicate things with me really helped to actually heal the issues and not just be like, why am I breaking out so much, you know? So next I'm going to talk about products. Now, these products are important, but you don't have to get the exact same product as me. Go for things that are like dermatologist approved, more medical grade, things that are not so like cute and fancy. So something I use is La Roche-Posay. I think that's how you say it. So this is the brand. I love this brand because it's literally in like every country. And this is like a super basic moisturizer. It's for your body and your face. I bought it because it was cheap and it's basic, and that's exactly what I need. I think this was like 40 reais, and I just use this day and night, and that's it. If I'm breaking out, I will use the same brand. If you can, try and go for all the same brand because the products normally like interact with each other better. This I could not find here, which is so sad. But it's the dual action acne treatment with 5.5% benzoyl peroxide. Okay, and then this stuff. If I am trying to look nice the next morning, I'm going to put this on my skin. Now, this is a chemical exfoliant, and you don't want to use chemical exfoliants every night, but I use this about 2 times a week, sometimes less, just because I'm in the sun a lot. And with chemical exfoliants, you don't want to be in the sun too much. I surf, so I'm in the sun a lot. Yeah, this right here is one of my favorite products, especially I still have them a lot right now, but I have dark spots and like things that I'm trying to heal on my skin, and I think it might be because I need a stronger SPF. This is a lactic and glycolic acid, and so this just really helps to even out my skin tone and help with the dark marks so they're not so prominent on my skin. And yeah, this is by the brand First. And then this is a squalene vitamin C rose oil. This stuff right here I think is really about the rose oil, but this I use anytime like I low-key burn my skin like in the sun, or I need intense hydration. And vitamin C I think is also a little bit of an exfoliant, and the rose oil is like a gentle moisturizer or like hydrator. Basically with oils, like it kind of sits on your skin, but any moisture that's already on the surface of your skin, or anything that's already on the surface of your skin, it's going to like seal it in. So you want to use this last. So I love this one. This is by Biosense. So these products that I'm about to show you, I don't use them all the time. I actually use them pretty infrequently, purposefully, because they're like new additions into my skincare routine, but I don't want to OD. So this is the retinol niacinamide use serum. So yeah, a retinol is really good for a whole list of things. I'll list it on the screen. I try to use this maybe like 1 to 3 times a month because retinol can be pretty strong on your skin, and since I already take a lot of sun, I'm in the ocean a lot, so that's like a natural exfoliant because of all the salt, and I use this. I don't really feel like adding a lot of retinol is good for my skin, so I try and keep it to a minimum, but I do use it just to heal the things that are already happening on my skin. So yeah, there's this, and then there's also the overnight cream, alpha retinol. This is by Skin Better Science, and this is for at night. This is also, I think, kind of a strong retinol, so I don't use it too often. But same thing, if I don't use this one, I'll use this one. I think this one's slightly stronger. I think all the important information was on the box because they're just not on these bottles. But these are the retinols that I use sometimes. And the very last thing that I use day, night, reapply, and I even use it inside like I have it on right now. La Roche-Posay sunscreen. Now, sunscreen is actually super important. I realized it's like protecting my skin so I don't have as many dark marks. That's something that like happens really easily for me. I'm gonna get a little closer so you can see, but this isn't active acne at all, but it is just dark spots. It's because I had acne, but my skin is like still healing the scarring, and so sunscreen has really helped with that part of my acne journey. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, magnesium. Taking magnesium has really helped my digestion, especially because I take them at night. The way that I'm like so much more regular, and my bloating has virtually disappeared, and I'm like, diet has a lot to do with it. It's not just supplementing, but this one thing has made such a huge difference, and so I'm adding this to the list. When it comes to like actual products, I'm still learning, but I know for diet that has been the most important thing for healing my skin. I'm gonna wrap this up because the sun is gone. I hope this video and this list was helpful for you. Let me guys know down in the comments if you have any other recommendations or things that have helped you. If you want to share your skincare journey, feel free. I would love to hear you guys' input, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Un beijo. Ciao.